Man, you know, hey, I was in gym too, and I was a little insecure. There was a really hot guy when I was in gym. He was a senior when I was not. And I don't want to say his name because I still know him and he still knows me. And he's doing great. But anyway, he was really hot. Well, respectfully, I was a kid. The point I'm making was we became homies. And I was like, it was literally like from a movie where I'm the ugly friend and he's the super hot guy friend, the cool kid, but he was so cool with me, and we had like an unlikely friendship that formed in our weight training class. Anyway, the point I'm making was I hated Sup Jonah. That's crazy and so fair. Literally 21 Jump Street or whatever it's called, 22. Well, yeah. The point is I'd have to change next to him in the locker room, and he was never mean. He never, he didn't do the mean kid thing. Oh, nice titties, right? We were just homies. But having to get dressed next to him, I was like, man, this blows. Catch me in the handicap stall. Catch me limping to the handicap stall to switch shirts. No, I didn't do that though. I didn't change in the bathroom. I always thought that when it comes to being fat in the changing room in high school, I always thought I'd rather be fat in the locker room than be the kid limping to the handicap stall. Cause that just is, nobody like, you would not get picked on as much for just changing and being fat, but we did. There was a kid, I don't want to say his name. Again, I don't want to say his name, but I almost said his name. There was a kid who did do that. And I am an old man now. And not only do I remember his name, I could draw his fucking face from memory. He was limp to the handicap stall changing. And I still remember him to this day. I'm not going to say it. Jonathan Bully was his name. Did he have giant titties? Couldn't tell you. He hit him. He hit him in that stall. He kept those things for us. He probably had some nice tits on him too. His name was Dennis. I would put my shirt on and take the other. Okay, clear hit. That is actually a new meta did form, and I hit that a few times. You put the workout, like the what is it called? The gym uniform on over, and then you take out the undershirt and pull it out. That meta took over the school, dude. Once I got oh boy, here we go. Ham's trauma dumping. Once I got cornered in the locker room in 8th grade by some ogre and his cronies, and they kneed me in the balls, held me down, punctured a can of... Sorry. Okay, we're not going to laugh because Ham is sharing something personal to him, something painful. Let's take a look. We're going to start over, and nobody's going to laugh. And I'm not going to laugh or smile or even let out any indication because this is fucked up. This probably traumatized him. Ham's in his 30s. He remembers this. Once I got cornered in the locker room in 8th grade by some ogre and his cronies, and they kneed me in the balls, held me down, punctured a can of Axe body spray, and unleashed it into my face, and it nearly sent me to the hospital. You know, that's like that. I'm sorry, that's straight up assault. Like obviously, but like bro, they like assaulted you. That's crazy. I will say though, I know that story is true because that's kind of a canon event. Maybe not the whole getting held down. You must have been a real fucking pussy, Ham. I'll be real. You must have been a real Jewish pussy in high school. Because who would do that? You're a loser. Hey, give me the axe can. No, but hold on. For real though, all jokes aside, I know that's real because in my locker room on the other side of the country, we were also puncturing axe cans and like a World War I trench warfare. Here's what I'm gonna draw you a picture. And you're about to say, Wubby, this is how all locker rooms look. Hey, God forbid I try to make the stream a little more visual. Okay, so here is the locker room. We would enter in right here. This is the doorway to enter in, okay? There'd be some lockers over here and a little bench to change. And then there were row of lockers, and a row of lockers, okay? This is where you come in. You could also come in this way. My locker, next to my cool hot friend. This is our little bench right here. Me and him would stand here, and we would change together. All right? What the kids would do that would be diabolical is any one of the kids in these rows would take an axe can, you'd puncture it, and then you'd lob it into the other section. Like fucking trench warfare, dude. And if you're quick, you lob it back. And sometimes maybe okay, 1, 2, 3, maybe row 3 would start some beef with row 2, throws it back, and then 3 gets a little wild. Now we're involved. We all share this memory. Is this a core memory for like young boys? Bro got CS open already. Yo, dog, would you breathe? Why do we all do this, bro? Axe body spray, and like, I don't know who are these fucking kids that their parents were buying them Axe body spray? Like, here you go, son. Here's your Axe body spray for the year. 2 days later, Dad, I'm out. I don't know what happened, Dad. It's gone. We would get saltines at lunch and crush them all afternoon, then throw it in each other's faces as we walk to the bus. Dude, that's so real. I'm not even lying to you, chat. Like, there's a kid. I have a memory of a kid. I also know his name. He was a short kid, like literally maybe 4'9". He had long blonde hair. He was a specimen. Weird kid. I have a memory of him stabbing an axe can and yelling "fire in the hole" and throwing it. Like, there's no beginning, middle, and end of that story. I can picture his face doing "fire in the hole." And for those who don't know, any ladies who happen to stumble into this chat who don't understand what we're talking about here, I'll explain. You probably figured out, but the Axe body spray, the most like foul, bottom of the barrel, scented, I don't want to call it cologne. It's just body spray that is, even if you spray a moderate amount of it, you're going to smell like a gas station. But when you break that can open, it becomes a weapon. It fills the whole room with smoke. Nobody can breathe. God forbid people retaliate with another one. I mean, I have memories of like the coach. It's weird that we called him a coach. I guess he was a coach. We'd all call him coach. He would come running in. Everybody out! Everybody out! Everyone would get cooked for it. And God forbid we had a substitute coach that day. Our coach was out. That locker room became a fucking war zone. Because you know they don't know how to punish us correctly. Holy shit. We saw somebody with an open packet of chips. We would slap this shit so high God would see it. Bro, we were all just so mean. What the fuck? That's so funny. That's so... Our gym teacher would eat bananas and watch us change. Hey, buddy, I think that everybody should... There's nothing wrong with seeking therapy. It's not a mean thing to say that. I don't use it as a weapon. You should talk to somebody professional about that. You had Mr. Peters too? Dude, the person who said the thing about the chips, you just reminded me. We did something with chips too. And I'm realizing now that I'm just an adult, if one of my friends did this to me today, our friendship is it's on the ropes. This is all it would take. Here's what we would do at lunch. Oh my God, I forgot about this. If you saw a close friend of yours with a bag of chips, if it was unopened, it would have to be unopened. You would go up and squeeze the top so it would all blow out onto the floor. It's like, I can't, why would we do that? It's so mean. I don't understand. Turn someone's backpack inside out. Yeah, they were doing that. I never did that, but the chip one we would do. You just take it, and then everything falls out. It's like, what? What was really sad is sometimes people would eat them still. People would eat them. Why would we do that? There's no point. It's just so mean. I work with a bunch of old dudes, and I still get asked if I want more chips while I'm eating them, meaning they smash them. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. Okay, hold on. I'm going to try that. I'm seeing the boys tonight. I might try that. Asking someone if they want more chips, and when they say yes, you just smash them. Why is that so good, dude? Well, that's actually funnier. You want more? I got you. There you go. Kids used to run by and pick a crappy pop when you're using the vending machine. Hold on. Everybody, nobody move. We have someone in this chat who is fucking ancient. I'm going to read you this one more time. There is somebody in this chat right now who might be 60, maybe 70 years old. Kids used to run by and pick a crappy pop while you're using the vending machine. He said, oh, well, that's funny. That is, I swear to God, that's something. That's the way my grandma would talk. These stories, by the way, we have something to do, but until I stop seeing funny stories, this is kind of where I want to be. One time because this is reminding me, I forgot about like the horrible shit we used to do to each other for no reason. One time on the bus ride home, a girl on our bus took out her tampon. I'm sorry, but stop. This was fun. What do you mean? Took out her tampon and threw it at the bus driver? He pulled the bus into the Dairy Queen and quit. No, that's... I don't even know how to react to that, because if an adult did that, they're getting like you could get violent with someone who did that, right? But if a child does it, I would be so mortified I wouldn't know what to do. We would poke holes in the tops of our water bottles and yes, dude! And you spray it? Yes, I forgot about that one too. That's good. You guys fold paper into little wads and shoot it at people with rubber bands? Yep, and it would hurt. I think the one that was the line drawn for me is you take a rubber band and you do this and you snap it. Not with paper. You just put it on someone's skin and you snap it. That shit hurt so bad and it was not funny. I hated that. We had a kid, I've told this before, we had a kid in high school who would staple things to people and it was scary. I was scared. He would take a staple gun and a piece of paper and he would on your back. I, again, still know his name. Don't want to say his name. But, what about the kid with the wheelie bag? Do you guys want that story? This might be the fun, dude. If I ever wrote a memoir, this is going to take up a whole chapter. And it's not even a long enough story, but this is probably one of my favorite memories from high school. I don't think it's going to make anybody else laugh as much as it makes me laugh, but there was a kid in my high school. I know his full fucking name to this day, first and last. We'll call him Bob. And Bob, he was the only kid in the entire fucking school with a rolly backpack. Think like carry-on luggage at the airport, a rolly backpack. And he happened to be a very, very small kid. Like, not just I'm in high school, everyone's short. This person was tiny, and he was kind of like, you know how like certain insects can move quickly? That's what he was like. He was a nimble little guy, and he had his little rolly backpack. He always wore long white socks and like 6-inch little shorts. Okay, I could see. Here's what I know about him. I could see his knees every day. I could see his socks every day, and I could see his rolly backpack every day. Okay, he learned. He was quick with it. Like Michael Reeves, skinnier and smaller. But I'm not gonna lie to you, ambiguously Asian as well. I'm not gonna lie to you. Could have been Michael Reeves actually. Picture a smaller Michael Reeves. I'm not lying. But he would run with his rolly backpack, and I don't know how this started, but it became a school-wide game, even among people who were not his friends, who he had few of, where if you saw Bob going through the halls with his backpack, you just kick the shit out of it. So it's like, so he can't get... And he would run to class, and I remember like maybe some days he'd be cool with it and have fun and laugh and get away, but I remember I have memories of seeing this kid holding his bag like this, not happy walking. It's so fucked. But let me tell you, gender did not stop this. Girls were kicking this shit too. That kid's in therapy. Here's what I will say. I think at one point we ended up at different schools. I don't know how. He must have transferred. Can't imagine why. The last time I saw him was through a social media post he made, and the kid got fucking jacked. You participated, didn't you? Who didn't kick Bob's backpack? Are you fucking stupid? I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of teachers get a couple swings in there. He got jacked. Like big. But like, again, he's probably 4'6", so what's jacked? But he did. He got jacked. Sounds like you guys bullied Suitcase Kid. I don't know. You're coming to a revelation that I feel like I was very clear with. The entire school held hands and bullied the fuck out of this little kid. I'm not hiding. I'm not mincing. We bullied the shit out of this little guy. And I can't deny, close to 20 years later, 15 years later, I still cannot stop laughing at the idea that this happened. this little boy would run through the hallway, and oh my, if you saw him, it would be a rare thing. Like, oh, there goes Bob. If I saw him, I would feel my foot winding up. I'll be honest, I don't think I could ever catch him. I don't know if I got more than 1 or 2 good kicks on him in the entire multiple years I knew him. He was nimble, dude. He would sprint to class with that little rolly thing. It was on site. I'll be real. It's a humbling moment for you, chat. You sit here, some of you may sit here on a high horse and go, I would never. But what you don't realize is if you were there and you were a child and all the cool kids were doing it, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even cool. Here's the thing I'll peel back the curtain a little bit. He and I were homies. We liked each other. We were friends. We weren't the best friends, but you know how you had your core group and then your outside group? He was part of my outside group. We were homies. Were you? No, we were. We actually were. I was cool with him. But it wasn't, I want you to understand, I don't think anyone was like, I hate this kid, let's ruin his life. Something about seeing a rolly backpack in school, I just turned the heat up. There was never a conversation. There was never a PA announcement, hey guys, everyone target Bob. But everyone understood the assignment when he would hear him rolling through the hallway. Well, but he was trying to not get bullied more. He didn't like you. I love the authority on speaking on a story I've made up entirely. Now what? Uh-oh, Bob's in chat, right? Like, what is that? Why are you even speaking to me like that? What do you mean? Like, for all you know, I was homeschooled, dude. The rolly backpack was a gift from his mother before she passed away. I can tell you that's false because his mom would pick him up every day. Every fucking day. At my school, one of the senior pranks was they broke into the school at night and pissed on freshmen. See, that's crazy. Pissed on freshman lockers and used fire extinguishers in the hall. They got arrested. That's not surprising. That's crazy. That's way too far. Did she drive a rolly backpack to pick him up? No, she drove a full check luggage. And she would pack him in his bag and then the bag into the bigger bag. And they would... a PT Cruiser! I hope he's doing okay. He might be dead. Did they hitch the rolly backpack behind the car when she drove home? See, y'all think you're above it, but it's so funny. And you know what? These stories are funny because I tell them in a funny way, but let's be real here. That kid hated minorities. And I left that out. I just see the mom sprinting to... Yeah, believe it or not, here's what was really fucked up. The mom would pick him up. She would almost never turn the car off. The car would still be running. It'd be curbed. She'd open the door and point at him and be like, Mom, no! And she would to just kick the fuck out of his bag. My school's senior prank was us stealing the cow mascot, a 12-foot statue from the Golden Corral. That's actually... As long as no one got hurt, that is sick. That is such a good prank. I would have kept it. No, then that is more criminal. Like, you can argue it's harmless if you just leave it at the school, but I would want to steal it. 12-foot Golden Corral cow mascot is so sick. I don't think I had a senior prank, or if I did, I wasn't cool enough to be involved. I don't think we did one. I remember there was talks because I'm pretty sure one of the years prior to mine, they did something fucked up. And if my memory serves, the school was like, if you do take part in the senior prank, you will not be able to walk to get your diploma. Something like that happened, I think. This was a long time ago. They were like, if you guys fucking do, we've heard this is happening. If this shit happens and you're involved, you ain't showing up for graduation. And when I'll be honest, I was like, my dad is gonna beat my dick if I don't get to show up for graduation. We glued a dildo to the vice principal's car. That's a lot of damage. We had senior ditch day. We had senior ditch day too. Most of the kids went to the beach or go-karted. Dude, I remember for senior ditch day, I did not ditch, and it was one of my favorite days of school ever. Ever. Because fucking nobody was there, and so the teachers that were there were like, we're not gonna do anything. So it was actually kind of nice. I didn't have friends. I had plenty of friends. That kid with the backpack, Remember him? My class decided to do the senior prank on day 3 of the school year by stampeding down a stairwell and ended up breaking the railing. And a bunch of the kids fell a story or two on top of one another. What the fuck? That is, dude, that's like such a kid thing to do. What if we like get hurt? Yo, what, like senior prank, what if we all just like charge like a stairwell? The only prank I remember from high school was someone filling the room of our social study teachers with balloons, like up to your knees with balloons. That's fun. The principal came in upset that the singers didn't ask permission. She cried. Oh, maybe she should grow the fuck up. Maybe you should grow the fuck up. Maybe you should study social cues a little more, sweetheart. We emptied the air from our calculus teacher's car tires. Guys, some of these are not pranks. What do you mean you emptied the air from the... That's just like... I'm picturing an adult walking out, ready to go see his lovely family after a day of work at school, trying to change the youth. And he's like, great, now I need a tow truck. That's going to cost hundreds. I don't make a lot. I'm a teacher. We had a Serbian sub. Okay, here we go. This sentence is starting out very attention-grabbing. We had a Serbian substitute teacher who was known to be horrible. He would tell kids to kill themselves many times. I have a question for you. Him being Serbian, relevant how? I'm not saying that it's irrelevant. I'm just saying, can you explain? Is he just trying to paint a picture? And I'll follow that up with, I don't know what that even looks like. Have you ever met any Serbians? Okay, you guys are making this racist. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, stop, chat, stop. There was one time I was walking to my bus at the end of school. It was down a hill on a sidewalk next to a line of buses that were filled with people. This kid on the wrestling team tripped me. Damn, you were so bullied in high school. While I was walking down the hill, did you bounce? Sorry. But my hands were holding my backpack straps. Oh, I know that. So you went, you. Oh my God. I fell onto my head and started bleeding all over my face. Everyone crowded around me, and there was a rumor that I died. Ham, you were like, yeah, we kicked the shit out of Bob's backpack. Was that okay? No. Ham, you were bullied. Like, mental damage. It's that, and you got held down and axe bombed? Bro was a victim. Yeah, I was mean in high school. I think that it was probably hard to find someone who wasn't mean to someone in high school. I was mean, but I was never like a, where's your lunch money, kid? Psh, psh. Oh, like, no. Like, I kicked a backpack every once in a while, you know? Me and a couple friends gave some nicknames to some other kids. We had a friend, I've told you about this, he pooped in a urinal. I've told you about this. This is a long story, and then we're going to crack some CS cases real quick. I had a friend poop in a urinal. I've told you this before. We all picked a time when we were going to get out of our classes by going to the bathroom at the same time. And I think it was supposed to be 3 or 4 of us, but I think it was only me and him showed up. And I went to the bathroom at the time. We picked 15 minutes after the hour of this class. Went to the bathroom. He pulled his pants down to where his ass was out, and he took a shit in the urinal. And we didn't really know what to do. We kind of laughed about it. And then we went back to class. That's crazy. Based, kind of, yeah. I witnessed a death in middle school. 3 guys robbed a bank and ran from the cops and ended up at our school. Rookie play, by the way. If you're robbing anything or committing a crime...
Ginger, I'm going to give you a wedgie and then a swirly. Because you're a nerd. Get bullied, kid.
All right. As a form of punishment from sneezing and smashing my head on the bus window, my bus driver wrote me up and put me in a special needs bus. For 2 months where there was this kid, Ricky, he would not talk but would scream and want to show me finger paintings, and before you ask, he was returned. Okay, bro, listen. I'm sorry, but I don't think Ricky was the problem. You were like, yeah, I used to sneeze and hit my head really hard on the bus. Hey, dog, look N-word, okay? You got put on the short bus for a reason. So OP got diagnosed, right? Like, Like, I don't know why they did that. I don't know why they put me on the short bus. Okay, I gotta stop reading these. In middle school, I cut open a computer charger and gave it to my friend to plug it into an outlet. The outlet blew up. Bro, kids, it's you think back and it's like, I wasn't even a crazy kid, but it's just such a miracle that we didn't fucking die. God, we're so retarded. We're so stupid. Like, what the fuck? Stuck tweezers in an outlet? Yep. Yeah, I remember a chemistry teacher taught me that. Like, and it actually scared me. He told me a story about how he got fucked up with an outlet. He's like, don't do it. Like, don't fuck with outlets. And that was enough to scare me. I was a smarter kid than most. Than some. Than a couple. That was enough. You tell me, like, I was a paranoid kid. You tell me something to scare me, and I'm like, yep, I'm scared. In 6th grade, I snorted Pixie Stick, and everyone started doing it. They got banned. Yeah, we used to do that. We had a kid snort erasers. He would chop them up, and he would snort it. Big chunks, too. He would cough. It would be bad. This one kid we bullied as a group in school was caught jerking off under the bleachers twice during volleyball practice. Okay. Can we all agree you should bully the kid jerking off to volleyball practice? That's crazy. Twice? We didn't bully him enough. We had like special needs. We had like specialty kids in our school too. We had like the kid who could do the inside out backpack fast. We had the desk drummer with the pens. I'm not gonna say his name, but we did have that. We had a couple of like artisan kids. Yeah, but they weren't good at anything. They just had that thing. Pencil spinners. Okay, I flipped a mean pencil. I'm not gonna lie. We would try to secretly unzip each other's bags. Then we would kick the ever-living shit out of the bag so everything would fly out. I stopped bringing shit to school towards the end of my high school career. I was the let me borrow a piece of paper kid by like my junior year. And that turned into like let me borrow a pencil kid. I would bring a backpack that was basically empty. And it wasn't good. God, you fucks annoy me. Hey man, listen, I gotta keep it a bug. High school was a long time ago. I think we grew up. You know what I mean? None of this shit is annoying anymore because I'm old. Every time we had class band practice, me and 4 friends would go to the storage room and piss on the coat in the violin case. That is an iconic story. One of the kids during study hall went to fart on his friend for some reason, pulled his pants down and shit all over. Bro, you change schools or you kill yourself. Like, what's crazy too is from a human perspective, alone in my room, I understand. I see what's happened there. It was a blunder and it shouldn't have happened, but I can understand that it happened. He did not mean to. From a social perspective, there's no coming back from that. There's no one will ever, I would never give him grace to his face. Even if he was like trying to say the same thing I just said. No, you don't. I'd be like, no, you're the guy who shit on somebody. I'm pretending I died on the spot. The poo exits my body. I collapse over. In middle school gym, my friend was pissed, so I started throwing stuff at him over the stall. Oh, dude, that was a common occurrence. I would poop every day before school started. I would poop every day. And when kids caught wind of that, they would get wet paper towel wads, and as hard as they can, they would throw it at the door or the wall above. And it was like being in mortar fire as I'm pooping, and it would suck. They were so mean to me. I hated pooping at fucking school, dude. These kids, man, they just wouldn't let me poop. I hated it. So, what I wanted to cover before we get into that, Alex is set to walk in this room in 19 minutes, so I have almost nothing planned because I wanted to get into it. The fucking subreddit. I gotta talk to you guys, man. I sometimes hate being a content creator. Sometimes, right? Sometimes, you ever just wake up, chat, and you have anxiety that day, and you want everything in your life to change, and everything makes you panic, and nothing, like, it's just like, what if first off, the people without anxiety, God bless you. You need to just shut up, like, all the time, because you don't randomly feel like you're dying one day. All right. So sometimes I have that and I'm like, oh my God, I can't be on stream. Nothing's worth it. I don't care. Right. I have those days. Not going to lie to you, but I don't bring those to chat very often. You know what I mean? I'm still very lucky and I'm very happy and I wouldn't change it for the world. Right. With all that being said, sometimes chat, you guys make me laugh so hard. I'm like this community sometimes is exactly my sense of humor so perfectly, and I wouldn't change it at all, right? I go through both where I'm like, fuck this whole thing, I hate everybody here, you're mean! And other days I'm like, man, this shit's so fucking funny. I gotta tell you, the Gooner guy on the subreddit, which, by the way, if you have not watched the VOD from Wednesday, I urge you to make a decision with yourself. Do you want to be a new human? Go watch the VOD. If you're happy, if you don't want to Matrix, wake up, then just keep living here, don't watch the VOD. But that VOD has lived with me since then. And more importantly, I spent the night after, so just like in bed, I went through the Reddit comments of that guy's posts, which I won't get into detail because I know some of you are very sick of it. I went through the Reddit comments and chat. You are the funniest fucking... It is the... every comment had me fucking belly laughing. Oh my God. You, like, the entire community coming together to just be mortified. Every comment was a banger, too. Every one of them. Chat was so funny. It was so... God, dude. And this guy did not give a fuck. He was sitting there answering people all night, and everyone was like, hey, like, you could, like, have any hobby. It was killing me, dude. I was watching the VOD and did not know what was coming. No pun intended. What's crazy, dude, is, like, he updated his spreadsheet today, and there were comments like, had a busy day today, huh? And he's like, yeah, I got into it. Like, I'm telling you, like, okay, I have already a few people tell me, like, bro, this wasn't it. I want everyone in chat to understand something. This type of shit, while I sit here and recognize it was the worst thing that's ever happened, and this might sound really crazy and autistic, I actually live. This is my favorite type of, like, internet rabbit hole. You don't understand, Chad. This is gonna be, it may never break out of this community. It might not. It really might not. But it will live in infamy on the internet for the rest of time, so long as that post is up. It was so good. Trauma welding experience. Welded, chat. You know the guy who came in a box for like 100 million days? He kept ejaculating into a box. Everyone know about that? I feel like this is my cum box guy. I'm thinking about buying slot number 734. I will give him material to be featured in that. Wait, what? I'm thinking about buying... What does that mean? I'm thinking about buying slot 734. I will give him material to be featured in 734. What do you mean? Pillow thighs. What are you saying? A sponsored slot? Hold on. Pillow thighs? I need you to listen to me. I'm thinking about buying slot... Pillow thighs. You do not buy slots. This man should be begging. He should be paying you. What do you mean you're buying his slot? Are we serious? If you really want to get rid of your money that bad, there is a gift sub button. What do you mean, bro? We're selling slots now? I would be doing this shit 8 times a day if we're selling slots? Yes, I'm serious. What do you mean? Why are you paying him? He should be paying you. Hey, Chozo, thank you for the sub. Hey, Charles, thank you. I see you guys. Those are real men right there, and I will be masturbating to you guys later tonight. I actually probably shouldn't say that. OF? Right, okay, right. But what Oh, wait, pillow thighs. Are you just wanting your name up there as an advertisement? Oh, wait a minute. I'm telling you right now, don't ruin this, guys. Don't ruin this, because I'm going to put my foot down. If anyone finds no, I'm serious. If any of you try to use this as a way to make money, it's gone from the subreddit. I'm never speaking about it again. If y'all start paying this man to, no. I validated this enough by talking about it, but no. Or at least keep it off my subreddit, right? If you're going to just keep it somewhere else. It'll happen through DMs. Stop telling me about it, bro. If I know, I'm gonna have to be like, hey, just to pretend you know what I mean? La la la, you know? Day 356 brought to you by McDonald's. Dude, it's. I can't stop thinking about it. It's so horrible. I don't know, man. I know you guys want me to move on, and I really need to. You think he's gooning right now? Let's stop. Let's stop. We're done. Let's switch gears real quick. That was me, switching gears. All right, I gotta tell you, dude, I'm just gonna keep updating you guys, and if you guys get tired of this enough, that's fine. I can just talk about this on the other stream, right? I had another Uber run-in. I can't take it, and I'm never gonna stop. I'm always gonna Uber shit. I don't care. And I need to understand, first off, my Uber rating is rapidly declining. And I don't think these people should be able to rate me. You don't know me. I'm a 5-star man. Okay, so here we go, right? I have my fun days where I can eat whatever the fuck I want, and then I have my tight diet days, right? And so I got some donuts, and you know what? I'm not proud of the 11 o'clock at night donut delivery, but I'm not proud of it. I think I'm very neutral. I'm not proud of it, but I'm not like I'm not ashamed. I'm telling you guys, right? I'm not ashamed of it, and you shouldn't be either. So I expect, and I understand that this is not, how do I word this? I understand this is what you get this late, but I have such bad experiences with Uber Eats and DoorDash and all the delivery stuff. It's just driving me crazy. So I get a notification. We found another night owl to pick up your fucking donuts. I'm like, oh, sweet. Here we go. Okay. And I know it's probably going to take a while. So at this late, I will pay for the priority delivery, which means the driver has to silence their phone, tell their pregnant wife to like eat shit and die. This delivery of donuts is the first and number one thing their entire life. When I select $3.99 priority delivery, I basically, for a short moment in time, completely own every action this human being takes, right? At least that's what I assume when they say priority. That means you're up first. I get hit with the driver, and I debated showing you this guy's face and name. I'm going to err on the side of caution. I do think showing you his face, people will find a way to be like, this is unacceptable, Wubby. And frankly, that detracts from my story. So I'm not going to show you his face. But I want you to know his face is funny. You can pay. In fact, I would love to see what some of you come up with when I say he looked funny. I'm not going to describe him. There's a couple giveaways here. I'm not going to describe him, but I'm not going to show his face. Also, I wanted to show his name. I'm not going to do that. Again, I don't want to give ammunition because this story is lighthearted and people will lose their mind. Can you just show us his nose? No. And let that sink in. So we're giving no identifying things about this guy in terms of his face or his name. Can I draw him in paint? You want me to draw him in paint? Chat, is that okay? Show it on Kick. It's not a TOS thing. Is this not? I'm not changing what I find funny from Kick to Twitch to Twitch to Kick. The only difference would be if it fits in what I find funny and the different TOS allows it, then I'll do it. But I'm not gonna be like, hey guys, this stream is 4 hours of how many times I can cram the N-word into one stream. Here we go. Like, I don't find that funny on Twitch, so I wouldn't find it funny on there even if it's allowed on there. Okay, anyway. Can I draw him in paint? I guess I could. But like, all right, I'll just do it. You guys want me to do it at this point, so I'll just do it. What color are you starting off with in paint? I think that's, I'm gonna be honest with you, Booty. If I had to guess, that's what 90% of the audience wants to see, just that. 90% of the audience probably wants to see just what color I start with, and then they're like, it's fine. Okay, hold on. Where's my mouse? Dude, I keep losing it. Jesus. What is it? What is this shit? All right. Huh. Do I have to continue? Do I even have, like, what do you want me to do here? This is all you guys wanted. I'm gonna be honest. There is no way I could draw this at this point without relatively valid accusations of something racist, and that's not my goal. Like, genuinely, I just don't want to show you this person's face because I think they deserve their privacy, but also at the same time, it's funny what they look like. I'm just not gonna do it. So you know what? Here he is. All right, so anyway, I get my driver in the middle of the night, and my expectations are lower because it's a fucking midnight nearly donut delivery. But I see the driver's profile pull up on my Uber app. And I'm instantly like, oh boy. This is the lowest rating I have seen on my Uber to date, I believe. This is a satisfaction rate of 67%. This man swings and misses 1 in 3 deliveries. How? Yep. I exactly right. And my question too is, Uber, there's no way they could be this hungry for drivers that they need to settle with a 67%. I'll take those odds at 1 a.m., but not 11 p.m. I can understand that, right? He speaks Creole. I thought that was a cooking ingredient. I don't know. Immediately, though, I was not like, I was like, fuck, are you kidding? Like, this is going to be a nightmare because I already have bad luck with Ubers, and the lower the rating, I'll be honest with you, the lower the rating, the worse it goes. And then also the lower the rating, the less likely that they speak English, which again, I don't have some inherent issue with English is the best language. It's simply that communicating with these people can be next to impossible when they're like, literally, I have just had people drive away with my food because we could not speak the same language and they were unwilling to make translate work. All right, these people, yes, dude. Yes! These people. It's us versus them, bro. It's us versus them. All right? You know who has my vote. I just wanted donuts at 11. Like, it doesn't have to be political, y'all. I just actually wanted donuts. I don't even think I could tell you where this person is from. Because I don't care. It's not relevant to me. I just wanted donuts. So let me tell you what happened, right? So I'm watching, and immediately I wanted to cancel the order because I'm like, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna fuck up. And I went, you know what? I'm not going to cancel the order. I'm going to take a risk on my boy, whose name I'm not going to say. My man picks up the donuts, and now he has roughly 15 to 25 minute drive to my place. Okay? 15, 25 minute, somewhere in there. Okay? I am watching this guy, and about 10 minutes in, I go, oh, let me check my phone. And he is now 35 minutes. And I'm like, okay, that's crazy. So let me see where you are on the map, because how did you get further? I am watching this man go perpendicular to the direction of my house. It's like he's just decided to leave town at this point. Bro got lost on the highway. Multiple orders. I'm glad you brought that up. Remember how I said I paid for priority? I think that if he had multiple orders, he was probably doing like the thing where they have like 3 phones set up and they're like, I got someone in my car, I got DoorDash here, I'm going to fucking build this guy's crib too. This happened to me last night, and I'm just watching him, and here's where it gets fucked up. I now feel hostage because I wanted to just start getting into it with him in the fucking text. Like, hey, where are you going, bro? And before I hit send, I was like, 67%. I don't want this guy knowing where I live. Now, hold on. This man could have been any, his parents could be from anywhere. But at a 67%, I was like, I'm just going to let him do what he's got to do. You want to run errands? Yes, sir. Take those times to run those errands. Why bring that up, though? Because I'm running like a comedy stream, and it's funnier to ride the line. You know what I mean? Because I'm not actually racist, so it's a lot funny. Do you want me to explain every joke? Like, you're not able to keep up? It's funnier, in my opinion, to ride the line because I know I'm not actually racist. And if you don't find that funny, that's also cool. You just don't have to. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, so this fucking guy, you know, as someone immediately threatened by his race, I was like getting very frustrated with him. So I called him. I'm like, you employ people like this? I only want white people delivering my food. And I hung up on Uber. No, so he's driving the opposite direction. And I'm sitting here. I'm like, my first thought was just cancel, whatever. And then I thought, you know what I'll do? I'm going to sneak the tip out from under him when he shows up. And then I was like, nah, that's even scarier. And I got in my head so much that I bumped the tip from the normal 20% to a cool, I don't know the number, but I rounded the pennies up. So I'm like, you know, hey, we're cool. Like, I got no problem with you. Just leave the donuts, pussy. Oh, now I'm a pussy. Are you racist or are you pussy? I'm both. Only 37 cents? Yeah, bro, I'm already tipping 20%, and this guy's just driving. There is nothing more, like, blood boiling than when you've ordered food on delivery. You've paid for the extra fast delivery, and I'm witnessing a human being just drive somewhere else. Oh, look, there's my house. Oh, look, there he goes. Wow, where are you going? Okay, whoa. Bye. And then, hold on, it gets worse. I want you to understand this order from start to finish took probably around 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not lying to you. This is where I got really concerned. I almost contacted Uber, but my genuine fear of this guy's rating just kept me quiet. I'm like, it's not worth it. Just let him deliver the fucking donuts, okay? I didn't contact Uber once. I was just kind of worried. I don't know. He gets about 10 minutes from my house, and the car, it's not super accurate, but he was on the street. He starts to go into a side street, like a back way to get to my house, right? And he just stops. And the car stays stopped for about 20 minutes. I have no clue. First, I'm like, oh, maybe he's getting gas. I can't see if there's gas near there. Whatever, I'll check again in 10. Check in 10. He just hasn't moved. And so now it's like, I see why your rating is fucking 67%. You're just, like, this is just something you do when you feel like. Extra glaze. He's eating them. Oh my God, I just realized I got a bear claw and I got donut holes. I never got the donut holes. Oh my God. I just realized I got a bear claw and donut holes and I didn't get the fucking holes. Son of a bitch. But like, hold on. I think it's crazy to be like, no, he just pulled over and ate them. Maybe I've had food get left in people's cars and I'll be like, hey, there should be another bag. And I go, oh shit. There's no, and you tipped him. Honestly, I'm happy to, hey, have the 20 some odd bucks or whatever it was. And I'm good to just wash my hands of it. Here's where the story wraps up. And I have it. I'm not going to show it to you. He gets to my house. And I'm like, I don't want to greet him. I don't want him to see me. I just don't want to deal with this at all. The instructions, by the way, are very clear. Here's where the door is. Okay. Please leave the food here. You're good to go. I don't need to be like, please drop. There's an option if you don't use Uber Eats, like drop food off at door. You don't need to meet the person, right? And so this guy pulls into my driveway. And I'm seeing him on the Uber app, and I'm like, okay, give him a couple minutes to park and figure it out, right? 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. I message him. I'm like, everything good? No response. So, okay, keep in mind, it is raining, by the way. A light drizzle, San Diego rain, but it's raining. I'm like, I'm going to check the security cams. What's happening? I'm not suspicious of him doing something incorrect, but I'm just like, you've been now on the property for 10 minutes. What's happening? I go check the cam. Dude is standing maybe 10 feet facing my garage, just on his phone, browsing shit. Like, and so then I had this moment too there where I was like, I got a wave of empathy where I'm like, is this person retarded? Like, am I being really harsh on someone who's actually like handicapped or something? Bro's high as fuck. Was it an old man? This was, I would guess, I'm looking at the photo of him now, between 25 and 35 years old. Young man. Report him. He just doesn't care. I guess I don't know. I just didn't. I mean, judging by this, enough people are and enough people will. You know, he's done. Like, it's not going to last. If you're wondering how I got him to figure it out, I just, from my phone, popped my garage. And I guess that was enough. And he went, oh, he walked and set it right in front of my garage. I'm like, okay, that works. Goodbye. And he left and I grabbed it and I went inside. He fucked the donut for sure. There wasn't a giant, and I mean giant, hole in the bear claw. He can't read English, so he didn't know the instructions. I don't know. I don't know, chat. I don't know. I'm frustrated, and I don't know. Okay, first off, dieting, I'm like back on the diet fully. Obviously, when I travel, gets a little slippery, right? Back on it, you know what it is, trying to clean up, trying to be even skinnier for the next MagicCon, right? Trying to look good for my next cosplay that I'm doing. Lock the fuck in. My dad shows up to my house unannounced with a probably 7 or 8 pounds worth of candy. I shit you not. And not only is it like I could ignore candy when I'm dieting, I can lock in. But I get this thing, I don't know what it stems from, but like shit that's limited time, I struggle with because I go, well, if I don't eat it, then it's gonna be gone, and it's limited, right? Like when Chick-fil-A had the pimento chicken sandwich, I was like, I need to have one a day because it's gonna be gone. And what if I don't live until the next time they bring it back? Anyway, he brought a bag of Harry Potter Hogwarts candy. Butterbeer goldfish. I'm it's fucked up. But it's so he's like, "Oh, I saw these at the store and I just bought a bunch. You love Harry Potter." I'm like, "Yeah, I do, but like, okay. Take that shit home with you, Dad." I mean, I don't want to be rude. I took it and I picked at it a little bit, but I had to get it out of my sight. But the reason why I'm bringing all this up is because my dad brought me a box. And he said this was supposed to be a Christmas present, but it got here late and then I forgot. And I also haven't seen you in a bit, and I'd like you to open it now. And I said, okay. Big box. And he goes, but before you do, it is a joke. It's a joke. And I'm like, okay. So I'm now going to explain this in reverse order. I don't know how many months ago this was. It had to have been before Christmas, and I think it was even... This is probably close to a year old at this point. Or, let me see. Let me see if this Reddit post can give me any clue. 9 months ago is the Reddit post, which I'll reference. I was on stream, and I don't know how it got brought up, but it got brought up that I had a commercial memorized and burned into my brain from my childhood for no real reason, but I knew the whole commercial basically verbatim. It is for the strawberry shortcake house, and I just showed chat at one point. I was like, strawberry shortcake, lights turn on. It's still in my head. The house smells sweet. Strawberries. Very styling closet. Lots of ways to play. Very hard to share. Best of all, you can take it anywhere. It's got a handle. I didn't even like strawberry shortcake, right? I wasn't a gay. That's not true, but I didn't like strawberry. I like brats. But the point is, then chat, after I did that, they found it. They put it on the subreddit. Here is that, by the way.
Strawberry shortcake's got a new home. And we're invited. Strawberry shortcake. Wow. Lights turn on. The house smells sweet. Strawberry.
Tell me about the closet. How would you describe the closet in one word? Boom! How many ways are there to play? Few or many? Would you say lots? Now hold on. I'm interested in sharing this experience with a friend. Would you say it's easy or difficult? Now hold on. This seems like a lot of fun. I'm super interested. How's the mobility of this device? Is it on the go? Once it's set down, can you pick it up? Let me know. Oh! Anyway, so this, okay, well, I forgot about all of this. Back to my dad yesterday shows up to my house with a box. I open the box. Okay, let me turn off my green screen. I open the box, and inside of it, keep in mind, I had forgotten about this. Where's my fucking camera? There it is. Inside of it is a complete and authentic strawberry shortcake house from, what year is this? Probably early 2000s? I'm like, first off, I was like, I don't get it. Was this for like maybe one of my cousins? Like, what's the joke? 2003. He's like, oh, I had like, it was from eBay and it's this whole thing and da-da-da. I didn't get it. I'm like, what? And he goes, on stream, you talking about, I'm like, Dad, that was a year ago. He's like, yeah, I know. It took me so long to get it. And it opens up. Look at this, dude. Look at this. Look at some woman in her 30s now put stickers on here when she was just a child. Let me zoom in. Let me zoom in on this. Look at this. Bro. And nope, doesn't smell like strawberries anymore. Boys, hold on. I found the stylin' closet. Oh my god, the coat hangers! The little itty-bitty coat hangers. Now, come, guys, how stylish is that closet? And it spins? Okay, all right, I haven't quite explored it yet. I don't see the girl in it, which is kind of a letdown. Is this the bed? Is this her strawberry? This is cute. Like, I don't know. I thought this was very sweet. I really hope it didn't cost my dad a lot of money. But, like, it's gonna be one of those things that I just... Also, the button doesn't work. There also is just, like, kid goo on here. There's some sticky parts. That's like $300, Wubby. Well, I'm gonna cherish it. You're gonna fucking bury me with it. Thank you, Dad. I know my dad's like, are you gonna show it to chat? I'm like, yes, Dad, I am gonna show it to chat. He was so excited. You use a green screen? No. Wubby, I'll pay you for that. I want this collector. Dude, here's the thing. Normally, I'd be like, if somebody sent that to me, I'd be like, sure, whatever. It's for my dad. It's like a gift from my dad. And it's also, how much you want for it? Are you serious? Do people actually collect this? What do you mean? Yeah, Dad bought it. You can't, and also, like, I can't ever sell it, dude. I want a gift from your dad, too. Okay, I can hit him up. I'll see what he says. He'll be open to it. That's weird. I don't know why, but I mean, I collect shit too, so I can't be too judgmental, but just a little bit of judgment here. I feel like an adult man collecting children's dolls, like not like action figures, like dolls made for children in the early 2000s is a little weird. I don't know what, $3,500? Okay, you guys are just lying now. Listed on eBay for $100K. No, I want it. So I tried to shave the beard, and I don't know if it's been too long, if I'm rusty, okay? If I'm not on my game, but got a little too close, you know, tried to correct, got a little closer. Next thing you know, I'm face to face with a lesbian. I'm staring down the barrel of just a fat woman. No offense, God bless. I'm talking about myself here. And, you know, I saved a little bit of the stash, but it's bad. It's bad. We had to basically go clean to make it even. And now I'm scared to, this is not bait. Now I'm scared to show. Okay. And before I do reveal, I feel like, one, it's important if you have an image of me in your mind of where I was even passably attractive. Now's probably the time to leave. I don't want to ruin, have you ever seen your dad like just shit on the floor? It's something you don't want to see. You know, and you could probably live without that image. This is me shitting on the floor in front of my son. So now's your chance, and I expect those who stay are consenting to radical kindness. All right, here it is. Count me down, chat. Here we go. Count me down. 99. 98. Okay, no, for real. Count me down. Ready? 3, 2, 1. I didn't shave. Okay, but this was, like other tests, this was a test to see who in chat was being mean before they even saw. Okay, now that we know who the mean people are and who the nice people are, we can start filtering, right? And, I'm sorry. And, oh, okay, and I'll go shave right now. I could shave fast. Give me, I could shave so fast if you really want it. I'll do it right now. I'm sick of it too. I'll go shave right now. You guys got double baited! It was a double bait! That was recorded 3 days ago! The double bait! This is the worst! Yes, sir, dude! Look. Clean shave to the gills, baby. Look at this. And you know what really sucks about it? When I cut to this scene, look at this, ready? It's gonna replay. That's old me. I tried to shave the beard. That's some bullshit. Look, ready? Here's the best. Ready? Watch this. Ready? I should just end. It wasn't that good. I wrestled with even doing this because I'm like, it's so dumb. It's not funny. But then it was kind of funny. That's actually, that was the ultimate convincing for me. Was I would cut back and forth. I know it's muted. I would cut back and forth, and it was just making me laugh. That's rich. Oh, that's good. My world is shattered. I know. And here's the thing. Here's why I didn't want to do it. I kept watching it back going, this is so unconvincing. Because, go watch it, that whole thing again. I'm talking to a chat that isn't there. And I gotta be real. You guys are so predictable. Not only did you fall for it, but every aspect of the fake chat messages I was reading. I had, right now, 30 seconds ago, while I was watching you guys watch that clip. I thought in my head just now, I went, I could pre-record a stream. With a little bit of help from mods, I think I could pre-record an entire stream. Now, here's the double bait. This is all pre-recorded, and I recorded this last time I shaved. Let me cut the feed. No, this one's live. Unfortunately. That would be cool though, right? Now that would take so much planning. Maybe we'll do that in the future. Maybe we won't. Who knows?
That mustache somehow makes you look like an even gayer Freddie Mercury.
Oh, honey, that stash is a little too pato.
Okay, first off, I'll have you know, I went a little short with the stash. I regret it, but that's okay. The other thing, I look better without the green screen suit. This is an L I'm taking, and I can live with that L. That's fine. I only wear it here. I don't wear it to Costco. And third, the amount of people that were like, he's doing the Hitler stash, isn't he? Yes, at the prime time where everyone's analyzing how racist I'm gonna be in the next month, I've decided to go with my boy Chaplin as a homage, as an homage.
That mustache got me 4 knuckles deep right now. God damn.
4 knuckles
This
deep?
episode of Severance is confusing as hell.
That's a wide vagina. I mean, not that, I'm sure, you know, you could make anything happen. A baby's head, you know, I'm just saying. It's a dude 4 knuckles deep in his asshole? Dude, I've been really... Do any men, straight men out there I don't want to go down this right now. All right. You got about 5 seconds to explain, or it's just simply a perma. I will say this. I hate chatters like this. Most of the time I ignore you. You caught me on a bad day. All right. This chatter named Old Man Toast has been spamming the same thing. I'm going to read you his entire chat log now. You guys ready? This is over the course of 3 days. Fart cam, fart bait. This is fart bait. You guys like fart bait? I'm here for fart bait. I knew it. Fart bait. This isn't fart bait. Guys, fart bait alert. Fart bait, fart bait, fart bait. That's 4 different messages, by the way. Fart bait, everyone. New day. Guys, this is fart bait. I've been hearing about fart bait. This is fart bait. Guys, fart bait, fart bait, fart bait. Guys, can we admit this is fart bait? Seriously, fart bait. We got a saying in Texas, fart bait. Wubby, enough with the fart bait. Fart bait, fart bait. I just fart baited everyone. Everyone sees this is all fart bait. Fart bait, fart bait. Everyone fart bait, relax. Quality fart bait. Kalel, no fart bait. Fart bait. And then, okay, he just sent a message. As I said, you have 5 seconds to explain. He said, oops, I didn't mean to. Can I submit to the talent show? You're banned. That's a perma. I don't want him to explain. I don't know if I want anything. You know what I mean? Bro got fart baited. I don't want you to validate these people, okay? I've had a rough day. Hardest job on planet Earth. Let me bitch to you for a minute, if you don't mind. Hello, chat. Nice to see you. Feel like I haven't seen you guys in, I think it really has been less than 12 hours, or right around 12 hours, which is a little devastating. I don't like that this is happening, that we're seeing each other this often, but hello. Been up since 8 a.m. Not my fault. I made the absolutely terrible mistake of leaving my phone ring on loud, and I get a call that I'm getting a FedEx delivery at 11. At 8 a.m., they call me to tell me a FedEx delivery is coming at 11. So I'm like, okay, I'm up now. Can't fall asleep. Very tired. 4 hours of sleep. Not feeling great. And so I'm like, whatever, I'll wait. So I go to my computer. I play some Elden Ring. I'm chilling. 11 rolls by. 12 rolls by. And I get a FedEx update. It'll be there tomorrow. So now I'm up for no reason. And I think worse than being tired is I'm just fucking pissed off now. Like, more than I could live with the 4 hours of sleep if I'm like, okay, at least I got the package and it won't be delayed. I got up at 4:45 this morning. Okay, but bro, like, you know what? Here's the problem with you saying that is that's stupid, and you're a stupid human. That's ridiculous. 4:45? That's disgusting. Whoa, buddy, I haven't finished the Wubby. We work 9 to 5. No, here. Okay, hold on. I think people. I don't know why this concept. I've realized this. This is a concept that people struggle to understand. You work 9 to 5. That's harder. No one's taking that from you. But you probably don't go to bed late. You probably try to get enough sleep to function, right? Even if you're working at 4 a.m. Unless some of you who, by the way, mad respect to the motherfuckers who are out here getting 3 hours to work double shifts. I'm not talking to you. You guys, you win. You win. Mute your ears when I bitch. Mute your ears when I bitch, okay? But wrong. Okay, I know. A lot of you are now going to come out of the woodworks to tell me, you know how I get to work? I have to slay a dragon every day on 1 hour of sleep. I know, bro. I'm just saying I'm tired, okay? I know, bro. I get it. I get it. You had to fight through blood and bone just to get to your office door this morning. I get it, bro. I'm just saying I'm tired, dog. It's okay for me to say I'm tired today. All right? I'd rather say it, and when I snap at you, you know why. You know what I mean? The first interaction I had on stream today was banning someone spamming about farts, dog. Hardest job on the planet. The worst part, it's not even because of the job. I just got fucked by FedEx, which, by the way, we can all relate with. Even if you are 1 hour sleep, fighting a dragon every day to get to work, we can all agree FedEx can eat my asshole. Why you call? By the way, I left this out. They called me 3 times. 8, 9, and 10. They called me with the same message. Your package is almost there. And then finally at noon, I check. Oh, shit. See you tomorrow. I'll burn FedEx to the ground for you. Do not do that. If for whatever reason, even though one of their facilities catches on fire now, they're going to pull this clip. Do not do that. Do not do that. Seriously, don't. I have a tick where I look at the camera, but don't do it. Oh, it's so early in the day. East Coast people are crazy, though. Your day is like potentially coming to a close right now if you're East Coast. You're winding down you're considering what's for dinner right now if you're East Coast. You probably already are either finishing up work or the end is in sight right now if you're at work. It's 4 p.m. Yeah, what I'm saying is like East Coast, 4 p.m. Maybe got a couple hours left of work, maybe more. But you're probably, lunch has been had. You're considering dinner plans. Maybe you got a little pre-made meal ready to go. It's 7 a.m. in Australia. Now that, I'm sorry, Australians. You guys are a joke to us. Your time zone is so backwards. Everyone, East Coast, Central, West Coast, we all just look at you and we're like, what are these people doing? Oh, it's 7 a.m., mate. Good day. Okay, dude, we're tired. Shut up. Also, you know what's worse is their fucking, their seasons are flipped. So, like, we have an Australian friend, Jevons, and we'll be like, everyone will be cold, it's rainy. And he's like, oh, we're having a bobby today. We're having a bobby. It's what is it? It's 108F? Is that what it is for Americans? You're in Cali. You're in the worst time zone. I hate to break it to you, brother. Time zones, this is actually simply how it works, okay? This is simply how time zones work, and you cannot change my mind on this. Wherever the majority of the people you associate with live, that is the go-to time zone. If you have a diverse group, some East, some West, some Central, then West wins. It's that simple, and I can prove it. I have a diverse group of friends all over when we play games together. You know the first people to leave and always lose out on the best moments that night? East Coast, dude, it's 2 a.m. I gotta go to bed. I got work at 9. I'm like, okay, bro, yeah, sure. All of the West Coast boys, it ain't even close, dude. Then you know what they do? They got off work and they have to wait. Why do you hate us? I don't hate you. I'm giving you the truth. East Coast, worst coast. I'm not talking about I don't hate East Coast. I'm saying purely time zone based. Best time zone is where all your friends live, period. If your friends are diverse, it's West Coast. It's West Coast. I'm sorry. It just is. Wubby hates us East Coasters. I actually don't. I really like a couple of your cities. I will say, I don't know how Florida squeaked in there. Florida, I'll be honest with you. I like the East Coast. Florida, being in that time zone, we should move it to its own. Florida can leave Yeah, we don't claim Florida, and I don't blame you. When I picture, it's not east. Okay, Florida's not east. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna right now hold up your hands, okay? Hold up your hands. We're gonna do this. Florida is the south. Here we go. Hold up your hands, everybody. Here we go. We're gonna teach some people here. Ready? Okay, so your left hand is now the west side of the United States. All right, that's your left hand. Your right side, your right hand is now the east coast of the United States. We're gonna find Florida. Ready? Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, whoa, uh-oh, what's that? Uh-oh, now remember, we just went over this. Which side? It's not the east coast. Chat, you know what? I'll be honest, I shouldn't be going live with this little amount of sleep. The density is getting to me in a way that normally I would just giggle with you guys. It's getting to me. Because the entire point I was making was the time zones, and now we're sitting here, well, you know, technically it's like south. Oh, I didn't know! Hey, what time is it in Florida? It's South Central time! My bad! My bad! Oops! Chat being needlessly pedantic. Brother, they are never not. The only difference, and this is maturity right here, the only difference is my ability to put up with it. And when I'm tired like this, that ability crashes into the fucking center of the earth. You're so right. The dude who pointed that out. Thank you. Thank you. Can Orlando not be part of this Florida slander? It's not okay, dude. I don't dislike Florida. As in, there's fun things to do. I know a lot of fun people who live there, right? It's just your state. It's like it could not be more perfectly designed for everything I would hate, weather-wise, looks-wise. I mean, it's so many. It's just run down. It's got the worst weather on planet Earth. It is like, and every time I go there, so many old people. True, hurricanes, alligators, snakes, panthers. I'm not wearing pants today, guys, so I can't jump up. Are you getting the Switch 2? I wasn't, but they kind of sold me. I'm mad. I think that Nintendo is they're bastards, dude. Nintendo is they have me by the balls, and I wish they didn't. You know what I mean? I'm getting one, but I was talking to Cyan about this. I'm like, I'm getting one, but I'm not happy. You know what I mean? It's fucked up. It's all fucked up. But like, they have a monopoly on like some of the best IP out there. That's the problem. They have like I don't want to miss out on so many of the new games. I want it. I want to play those games, and I'm gonna do it. But I'm frustrated that they have that lockdown. Fucking Bloodborne 2. Spiritual successor. Bloodborne 2. Like, of course. I don't want to miss that. $80 for Mario Kart is fucking absurd. Yeah, I'll probably skip that until everyone else is playing it, and then I want to play it. Until everyone has it. No, exactly, dude. I've been. Chad, here's the fucked up thing, and I'm sure a lot of people are gonna relate with this. I have been boycotting Nintendo for probably the past decade. I own every console they've released for probably the past decade. Yeah. So let that sink in. And I know I'm not the only one who you could say that, and you're gonna say, "Wait, that doesn't make sense." Yeah, that's the point. I think I've been boycotting Nintendo for like 10 years. I own everything. Bro got a Wii U. Fuck, I did. Okay, I did get a Wii U. And I'll be honest, that was a big regret. What's the latest Pokemon you can play on a DS? I'll be honest, when it comes to Pokemon, I've missed Pokemon's boat for probably the last 10 years too. I haven't gotten back into Pokemon in a minute. We used the one I skipped. Dude, when Wii U came out, I was like, bro, I was a child. Wii U release date, because I remember, okay, 2012, I was a teenager. I remember when the Wii U came out, my dad was like, no, you have your consoles, you're good. And that was something I had to save up my own money for. Probably the worst console on planet Earth to be saving kid money to purchase. Holy shit. That's brutal. I was 21. Ooh, yeah. Like, I think it's kind of there's some actual Chad energy to be like, yeah, I saved up for the original Xbox 360. I saved up and got myself a PS2. Oof. Hey guys, I saved up and bought myself a Wii U. And I remember the night I bought it, I was playing that fucking it was like a theme park. What is it called? Any chance for a recap on the East Coast slander? Who told you? Because you're eating the onion right now, bro. There was no East Coast slander. Ham, you're actually going to agree with me in every way. Do you want me to say it again? Hold on. Because Ham, I know you're not pedantic. Here it is. You ready, Ham? This is all I said. I said, the best time zone is the time zone with the majority of your friends in it. And if the majority of your friends are spread out, the best time zone is West Coast. Because East Coast always goes to bed first, and they miss out. That's all I fucking said! I also said Florida sucks. Now, Ham, how do you feel about that? I actually want your honest opinion, because you are in that friend group, and you are East Coast. Florida #1, Ken Roy, what's going on, dog? I agree with all that. I constantly have to give shit to people in PST, and I also go to bed so late. Yeah, that's what I've noticed with a lot of, like, East Coast friends, is if they have West Coast friends, they are just now going to bed late. Like, you are getting less sleep. Sorry. That's what I've noticed, at least. All the East Coast boys, they're like, yeah, I guess I just get less sleep than my West Coast friends. It's lame. I don't make the rules, bro. I'm not happy about it. Wait, is Chicago's East Coast, right? No, it's Central. Hold on. I don't know where Chicago is on a map. Time zone? What time zone is Chicago? Central. It is Central. Okay. Guys, Chicago's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Chicago slipping into Central is kind of sick. I kind of like Chicago. I've been staying up till 4 a.m. playing Schedule 1 with a West Coast friend. It's brutal. See, you get it, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, and here's the thing. He's not going to make sacrifices for you. He can't get on earlier because he's probably at work at that time. The only overlap when you're both off work is when it's like 2 a.m. for you, bro. And you... Sucks! Get good! When I was working a job and running on like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, we would be playing Ark till like 3 a.m. because I ain't trying to miss out. Dude, it'd be 3 a.m. for you. We'd be chilling at midnight. All the West Coast, it'd be midnight, and Ham be like, hey, I gotta get to bed. We're like, boo. Sucks to suck. West Coast, best coast. See, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. There's a lot of shit on the West Coast, bro. A lot. One of my least favorite cities on planet Earth is 2 hours from me. LA's hot garbage. Listen, I don't have... maybe you guys haven't watched stream in 5 years, but I don't have loyalty to my coast as much as I used to. I've seen enough to be like, nah, some shit sucks here. You know? I love our sheltered San Diego boy. What did I even say, dude? What have I said just now that was even sheltered? San Diego's goated. San Diego is not goated. San Diego is... How... Like, you know what? Okay. That's like saying, how do I word this? That's like saying the most expensive private chef is goated. It's like, well, no shit, you're paying for it, right? San Diego is like the least cost-effective place to live. But if you come here and you can afford it, well, yeah. Well, fuck yeah. San Diego's goated if you want to wear shorts year-round. Also kind of true. Kind of true. It's made me uglier, though. I actually bought... Can I show you guys? I bought a pair of jeans. Blue jeans. I have not owned blue jeans since, like, high school. I bought a pair of blue jeans, tried them on last night, and I was like, okay, I look kind of good. And then I had this moment of, oh my God, I have not worn jeans in, like, blue jeans in probably 10, 12 years. They're so good, dude. Jeans are underrated, bro. I'm telling you, I was feeling myself. And can I show you the fit? Can I actually show you the fit? This shirt would go with it. Let me show you the fit. Hold on. I got to get up carefully because, again, no pants. Hold on. I got to show you the fit. It's kick, baby. We're just chilling. I'm elevating. Ooh. I'm elevating. Okay, check this. Now, this is fart bait. Let me pull the tags off. Still tagged. Still tagged, baby. That's how you know they're fresh. All right. Is this fart bait? You know what I hate? This fucking guy. It's happened now. The meme's already is begun. You guys are already gonna do it. All right, we got a nice pair of light blue jeans. Okay, this is the fit. This is the fit. Different hat. It won't be this hat. This is the fit. Should I just put it on? No, you guys can't. You're gonna think I'm too cute. Okay, ready? These bad boys. These bad boys. This shirt. That's fart bait. That's fucking fart bait, dude. How many times do you wear jeans before you wash them? Oh, I would say, I'm not going to look. I'm just going to throw out a number. If it's summer, 1 to 2, maybe 3 times. If it's like San Diego, cool, or even winter, I don't hope. Okay, before I look, this could be bad, but I'm gonna be brave. I'm gonna say like 4 times, maybe 5, maybe more. Okay, yes, okay. Like if you yourself are clean and you're not working in the fucking coal mine, if like, especially like, let's say it's cold and you go to work or something, or like, I feel like washing them more than that is just gonna fuck them up for no reason. Also, I gotta be real. If your someone said ball sweat. If your ball sweat in winter is so intense that it is seeping out of your underwear into your jeans when you're not exercising in them, you should wear fucking diapers, dude. See God and a doctor. Underwear? Yo, whoa. What do you mean underwear? Yo. I wear basketball shorts under my jeans, so that's not an issue. No, that's actually a separate issue, my friend. That's called a self-report where I come from. What the fuck do you mean you wear basketball shorts under your jeans? Are you like 17 years old? That is pants under pants. I'm autistic, bro. All right, you know what? Hey, you're cool. You're cool. Hey, no problem, man. You're cool. We're straight, bro. Brother, how are you not hot? That would be like the most uncomfortable feeling on planet Earth, I think.